I felt lost. I felt completely powerless. I felt unable to make the difference that I wanted to make. And I felt that without any experience, it didn't really matter what I had to say. That regardless of what I thought, that there would be other people who knew better. And it's a very frustrating thought. But it wasn't until I spoke to a close friend of mine who had recently started dating again that I realized something. We both were looking for the same thing. We were looking for meaningful relationships. But the difference was that his process was a lot more fun. Because where he was attending singles night in a room with people like himself who were interested in meeting someone, I was attending career fairs where the majority of people weren't interested in me, just in my qualifications and if I had any interest in their business. On top of that, there were numerous other people that had just wandered in or were just curious what it was all about. At the same time, he was having conversations with the most beautiful women, talking about passion, about aspiration, about what it was that he wanted to achieve in life. About if he could change anything, what would it be? What would you do? And then there was me behind a computer filling in another CV and motivation letter, where I hadn't changed anything apart from the company name and the date. It was a realization that in an industry, and the hospitality industry is one of the biggest in the world, with about 1 out of every 10 people in the world being employed in some way, shape, or form by hospitality, and an industry which has the highest turnover compared to any other industry, that perhaps it was time to make a difference, and perhaps it was time to start unsettling the way that we look at what we do. So I started a concept called Hospitality Unsettled, to try and listen to what are the passions, the values, the aspirations of the future leaders. What is it that drives them, that makes them excited to go to work? What is it that if you say, if you could change anything, what would you do? That they jump up and say, that's what I want to do. And I decided to see if I could take that information and tell a company, I don't care if you're looking for experience, if you want someone who's going to work incredibly hard because they believe in what you do, this is the one. And if you want to know how good they are in communication, well, just listen to them yourself. Listen to what they have to say. Be inspired by what they have to say. Because if you truly start to listen, and you start to listen to what some of these amazing future leaders have to say, you begin to believe, and you gain a positive outlook. And from my personal experience, I'm standing here today because there were some amazing people, coaches, mentors, in my life that guided me, that helped me to use my energy to be where I am today. And I believe that there are many more like me that may feel lost, that may be worried about what the future looks like, but have the passion and the ambition to make a change. And with the right connection, I'm sure they can. And that's what I would like to leave you with today. That truly listening to the next generation, the future leaders, your next employee, that's what will create a long-lasting working relationship. I no longer feel lost. I feel empowered. Thank you.